I've been watching the weather for the last 2 weeks, waiting to get to our field corn. If we harvest too early, it means we have to spend extra money on drying. But eventually there comes a point where it won't dry more anyway. Just got a call from Brian. Chain came off on the corn head. So we're headed over there to try to help him out, see if we can't get him going again. One of the challenges about combining this time of year is that the window of opportunity is so short. We've got days where it's rainy and humid, and then boom, when it's ready, you want to go. But fortunately, it was an easy repair. I tried a new variety this year from a different supplier, hoping that the corn would dry down more in the field, and it did. However, it's very, very thin. We had some very cold, wet days right after I seeded in the spring, and the combination of this field and this variety did not like it. But now we move up to the other farm where we're using a variety similar to what we've used the last 2 years. And this field is much nicer. The yield is a lot better and the plants look better too. Challenge is that the moisture of this corn is around 25 to 27%, where the other was around 20. But at the end of the day, I'd rather have corn with a little higher moisture than not at all. Everyone else growing corn in the area would have fungicide on the seed, but we can't do that because we're organic. So that affects how well it germinates, especially in cold, wet weather. It was one of those things where we just have to try and figure out what works, what timing works, and everything on our farm, because we do things a little bit different. We can't just do what the neighbor does. But I will say, when everything's working well, it really is very rewarding to harvest corn, because it comes out so clean, and there's so much of it when there's a good stand. And here's a side view showing how the head pulls the stalks down through and pops the ears off. So only the ears have to go through the combine. Now the combine tank is full, so we'll unload it into these grain tanks, and we'll take a moisture reading while we're at it, so that we know what we're dealing with when we get it back home. It's nice to have the moisture level down to 20 or below, but 24 will work fine. I just need to run a little bit longer in the dryer. These old wagons make a big difference when it comes to getting the grain home quickly and safely. And my bird of the day should be the Canadian bird of the month. It's the blue jay. Unfortunately, the Toronto Blue Jays did get beat out eventually. However, back to the blue jay. They can tend to get a bit of a bad rap because they are noisy and they can be a bit of a bully. But their loud calling and persistence when there's danger around helps not only them, but also a lot of other bird species and even animals. The cry of the blue jay often means there's danger around, so everybody is on alert.